Hello students, I am welcoming you all for the next concept that is diversity in living world. So before starting this concept, I want to tell you one thing that subscribe for my YouTube channel for biology updates as well as in description I have given a WhatsApp channel link also. Join that WhatsApp channel. In that I used to share the notes as well as important questions passing package overall for the first PUC and second PUC students. So join that WhatsApp channel also. So starting with the concept of diversity in living world. So what do you mean by diversity? What do you mean by the diversity? As you may have heard about the word diversity. So what do you mean by diversity? Diversity is nothing but the number of species that are known and are described in ranges between 1.7 to 1.8 million is generally referred as biodiversity on the earth. Biodiversity is nothing but the number of species that are known, the existing number of species that are known, and that organisms that are described in ranges between 1.7 to 1.8 million living organisms, then it is called as an biodiversity on the earth. So, study of different kind of organism, their diversity and relationship among them is known as systematics. Systematics is nothing but the study of different kind of organism. As you may ask me, why is it necessary to study the organism? Because to study their character, to study their morphology, to study their diversity. So the study of different kind of organism, their diversities and relationship among them is generally termed as systematics. In diversity, there are three types are there. One is genetic diversity, another one is species diversity, and another one is ecosystem diversity. In your upcoming classes, we are going to learn about the types of diversity also. So another concept is phylogeny. Phylogeny is nothing but the study of evolutionary history of an organism or group. It means phylogeny is nothing but study of evolutionary history of organism or group. As you may get the doubt that what is evolution? Evolution is nothing but study of life on the earth. Study of life on the earth. That the changes that occur from millions of years ago from the common ancestor. The study of common changes in the organisms over million of years from their common ancestor is generally known as evolutionary history. So, as you know, from the gorilla, the human has been evolved. So, in like that manner only, the study of changes of organism over a millions of years ago from common ancestor is generally termed as evolutionary history. The basic components of taxonomy are the basic components, I mean the basic necessary for the taxonomy are the first one is identification, second one is characterization, third one is classification, fourth one is nomenclature. Okay. Now I'm going to start the basic components of taxonomy. The first one is identification. So you may ask me why identification is necessary. Identification is necessary because to detect the organism is entirely new or already known. If it is entirely new one, then it will be going to be classified. Then after classifying, then it will be going for the nomenclature process. If it is already known, then there is no necessary for classifying and nomenclature also. The identification is necessary because to detect whether a collected organism is entirely new or already known. The plant identification, as you may ask me how the plant identification is going to be happen. The plant identification is going to be happen by directly comparing the plant specimen with the authentic herbarium specimen or indirectly with the help of freezing flora. The plant is going to be identified directly by comparing the plant with herbarium specimen or herbarium sheet. As as you may get the doubt that what is herbarium? Herbarium is nothing but the process of collecting a healthy, disease-free plant from the surrounding and drying it for 10 to 15 days. After drying, then pasting it on the herbarium sheet for future references, generally termed as herbarium. To identify the plant is directly compared with the Antarctic herbarium sheet. If herbarium sheet is not available or indirectly also we can compare the plant specimen or we can identify the plant indirectly with the help of Keys in Flora. Keys in Flora. Flora is a book. In your upcoming classes, you are going to learn about the flora, like flora of the presidency, like mother of presidency flora is there. Then flora of Mumbai is also there. In our upcoming classes, you are going to learn about the flora concept also. Now moving to the another concept, classification. Classification is nothing but the process of grouping of organisms into categories based on some observable characters. In classification, what happens is the process of grouping of organism takes place. The process of grouping of organism into categories. Here, the process of grouping of organisms into categories takes place. That takes place based on the observable characters. Based on the observable character. The observable characters means the similar characters that are present in both the species that are going to be grouped into categories. So, so this is what classification happens. So now coming to the very important concept, that is nomenclature. You may ask me why nomenclature is important and basic concept of basic component of taxonomy. The nomenclature plays a very important role in providing a scientific name to a identified organism. Nomenclature is very important for providing a scientific name to an identified organism. Gaspar Bowen introduced the binomial nomenclature. The Gaspard Bowen is the one who introduced the binomial nomenclature, and Carolus van Linnaeus is the one who popularized the binomial nomenclature. There is some misconception is there that Carolus van Linnaeus introduced binomial nomenclature, and he is only the creator of binomial nomenclature. No, that is completely wrong. Gaspard Bowen is the one who introduced the binomial nomenclature, and in later Carolus van Linnaeus who popularized the binomial nomenclature. Now you are having doubt that what is binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is nothing but the naming of an organism with using two components. One is genus and the one is species. Binomial nomenclature, binomial means genus plus species. Binomial nomenclature means naming of a organism with using two components. That two components are genus plus species. These are the two components used in binomial nomenclature. Genus and species plays an important role in binomial nomenclature. Carolus van Linnaeus popularized the binomial nomenclature. The scientific names given to plants based on some agreed principles as well as criteria provided in ICBN. The scientific names that are given to plants that are based on some agreed principles. There are several principles are there to give a scientific name to the plant as well as the criteria that are provided in ICBN. The criteria that are provided in ICBN. Now you may get the doubt that what is ICBN? ICBN is nothing but the International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. Nomenclature. Okay. Now moving to the another concept that is rules of ICBN. These rules of ICBN plays a very much important role in naming of an organism. So let's discuss one by one. So the full form of ICBN is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. The first one rule is biological names are Latin. The biological names that are generally Latin and that are written in italic, they are Latinized. They are Latinized. The names that may be Latinized or derived from Latin, irrespective of their origin. The first rule says that the biological names are Latin and written in italics. The biological names that are written in italics, they are Latinized. The biological names that may be Latinized or derived from Latin, the biological names that may be derived from Latin, irrespective of their origin. So I hope that we have cleared about the first rule of ICBN. So moving to the second rule. The second rule is that in a biological name, the first word denotes genus and second component denotes specific epithet. In biological names, the first word denotes genus and the second component denotes specific epithet. For example, here I have taken one example for rule number 2. For the rule 2, that is, in a biological name, the first word denotes genus. The Solanum is a genus, and the second component denotes species of specific epithet. Here, second word is tuberosum. Here, Solanum is genus, and tuberosum is specific epithet or species. Specific epithet or species. In biological name, the first word denotes genus and the second component denotes specific epithet. I hope we have cleared the rule 2 also. Moving to the rule 3. Biological names are handwritten. The biological names that are handwritten and are separately underlined. The biological names that are handwritten, the handwritten names that are separately underlined or that are printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin. That are printed in italics to denote bar indicate their Latin origin. Rule number 3 is biological names are handwritten. The biological names that may be handwritten. The handwritten are separately underlined. The handwritten biological name is separately underlined or that biological names are printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin. So moving to the rule number 4, that is genus name starts with capital letter. Rule number 4 says that Genus name always starts with the capital letter and species name starts with small letter. Genus name always starts with the capital letter while species name starts with the small letter. Example, the best example is Homo sapiens. As you know, Homo sapiens is the scientific name of a human being. As you are seeing that genus name starts with capital letter. The first word is genus. As you are seeing that it is started with capital letter. It is started with capital letter. It is genus. Genus name always starts with the capital letter, while species name starts with the small letter. As you are seeing, sapiens is written in small letter. This is the species. The rule number 4 says that genus name starts with the capital letter and species name starts with the small letter. Here, genus name is started with the capital letter, while the species name started with the small letter. I hope you have cleared the rule number 4 also. So, moving to the rule number 5. Author name is written in abbreviated form after the specific epithet. Here, what happens is author name is written in the abbreviated form after the specific epithet. The example is that Mangifera indica Linn. As you know, Mangifera indica is the scientific name of mango fruit. So here one word is mentioned here, Linn. Linn is nothing but it is the name of a scientist who first described this species. Mangifera indica was first described by Linnaeus. So his name is written in abbreviated form, that is Linn. So I hope you have cleared the concept of rules of ICBN also. So in upcoming classes, we shall discuss about the other concepts. Thank you one and all. Subscribe for my YouTube channel as well as join my WhatsApp channel also. The link has been given in description. Thank you one and all. Thank you.